Shaq Moore Foundation is basically, my foundation that I do along with my parents, just looking to give back through different sports endeavors. We've done clinics, we've done tournaments. Also on the other side, we've done turkey drives for less fortunate families. So that's kind of the big messages, just to give back to less fortunate and give opportunities for those who don't have. Giving back was something that I always kind of did. Going back to my early days as a professional, I always knew I wanted to give back. I started off small, just giving back boots to the Caribbean, to friends, to less fortunate kids. It was always something that I always wanted to do, and then as I got older and I got a little more established, I was able to create the foundation, which was, one of the more fulfilling things that I've done in my life, to give back and affect the youth and just give them, opportunities has been very fulfilling for me. I think every event that we do kind of hits home, obviously affecting lives is always, the goal to help them, just make it a little bit easier for them, make them happy, it's really hard times now, so just to make life a little bit easier for them. So that's kind of the goal. Growing up, I knew that I was one of those kids that I'm giving back to now. Didn't have, a lot of the resources, or felt like I was left out on a lot of rosters or didn't get seen by, whatever the case may be. So I feel like I can relate to them. I've been in those shoes, so to be able to give back, especially in my hometown, Lauderhill, Florida, to give back to kids that, look like me, act like me, walk the same streets as me. So that's important to me, just to give them, a little hope that if I can do it, that, they can do it as well. Obviously, it hits a little, deeper when it's kids that look like me, because I know, they're gonna have some of the same issues that I have. But it's really just giving back in general to people in all walks of life. Less fortunate, obviously more impactful. But just giving back, putting a smile on a kid's face, a family's face, is always, what I try to do. I just want to be known that obviously in the field I worked hard, but more, what I do off the field, I think will live more. Obviously putting a smile on people's faces and knowing that, okay, Shaq was at least a decent person while he was on this earth, and that goes a long way, way further than playing or kicking a ball. That's gonna be done after a while. So just being able to know that, okay, Shaq was a decent person, he gave back, and on top of that, he was a good player. That means the most to me. If I can make it, you can make it as well. I came from, less fortunate. I didn't have, much growing up. We lived all right, but in terms of financially, it was coming from 6 brothers in a household, it was tough at times. But just stay positive, knowing that, there is a way out. You just keep working hard, opportunities will come, and that's kind of how I try to look at it. Obviously I could have been that kid that kind of, fell through the cracks. So I've been there, I walked in the same shoes as you, and knowing that if I can make it, you can make it.